So Shantanu, many micro-entrepreneurs struggle with limited access to technology, skill, talent, and business support. Do you see Agentic AI as an opportunity to level the playing field by acting as a virtual business partner? If so, what needs to be done to ensure these tools are affordable, trustworthy, and easy to adopt?
Thank you for the question, and thank you for Green Growth to organize, not just calling it a Green Growth Summit, but the Green Growth Economic Summit. I fully agree, I completely agree that Agentic AI can enable not just micro entrepreneurs, but a lot of emerging small and large businesses in running their operations better. More from a point of view, because looking at it from micro entrepreneur point of view, your limitation is not just capital. Your limitation is access to expertise. So you don't have a marketing team, you don't have a research team, you don't have financing, accounts, etc. The founder is running all of that. So what Agentic AI or any AI can do is form a layer on top of it which helps you function better. So if the AI is able to tell you what are the government regulations where you can benefit, or these are the ways to run your operations better, or there are 5 other ways to make sure you make your cash flow situation better in the absence of a finance or accounting team, then that is golden for a micro entrepreneur. That's where AI or Agentic AI specifically comes into play. That being said, there are 2-3 main things to look at in terms of adoption. One is the first and primary thing which we heard a lot yesterday also is trust. And we talk of trust only from one side of the table. We talk of trust of data being collected, etc. But for a micro entrepreneur who depends on AI for running their operations, the trust is also from the other side. Especially in climate action, when you talk about climate action, an AI cannot give you a well-written essay. It has to give you things which are based on research, which are factual and which have real data points behind it. That's why the trust that I can have on an AI also depends on what their reference metrics are. So that is the primary thing. So are we able to feed enough data into the AI to make sure that I'm getting the right information? That's the first main point. So trust above anything else. The second thing that I feel is critically important is that the right AI may not always be cheap, but it has to be accessible and usable by me. And the reason why I'm saying it's not cheap is where the public-private partnership comes in. We saw this in taxation, etc., where this can also be a shared infrastructure for everybody. Because an MSME may not be able to afford a large-scale cloud-oriented AI, which is a more fancier version. What a micro entrepreneur needs is simple questions to, okay, how does this make my life better? Will this earn me more money? Will this save me money? That's it. So that being said, an AI should be able to answer these questions at a ground level rather than create a large pool of wide-ranging things that a micro entrepreneur may not be able to use. So that's what I think 2 or 3 factors need to be covered for a smaller entrepreneur or a micro entrepreneur in AI.